Good morning, Alisa. Thank you so much for accepting this invite to be part of the Gen International Staff Interviews.
Wow. Thank you, Nana.
Well, tell us about yourself. What do you do with Gen? How did you end here? Where are you at the moment?
We're in Scotland in a very rainy, stormy weather, as it should be, and in an Ecovillage, Finhorn. This is where the global Ecovillage network is based. We actually sit just above the office. It's right there. Yeah. And I came here as a part of the European Solidarity Corps program. So it's a volunteering program for young people as a chance to get involved in big, good things.
And what are your tasks at the moment?
I'm partly working with Asian and Oceanian network, so Genoa, Asia and Oceania. Can be very diverse tasks there, from communication and design to supporting the network. Really like this kind of reach out to the other region. And then there is also part of work which is about fundraising for the global Ecovillage network, so we can continue function of the network. And also, of course, kind of daily routines with when someone writes an email to Jen asking about how can I find an Ecovillage, or I'm a researcher, what can I do? Then it actually ends in our volunteering group, and we respond to those requests and forward communication channels. I think it's very fascinating as a part of the network work.
Yeah, you do a bit here, a bit there. I'm wondering if there is something you're particularly motivated with now? Any project? Something you feel very energized about, maybe?
I just started to get involved with the new big learning course. It's a 6 months learning course called Regionations, organized by the Asian network. And it's basically a 6 months journey on if you want to be a change maker and don't know where to start. So it looks into holistic perspective of how to implement projects and change-making actions in this world. But it's a part of the community, it's a part of the design lab. So you go both through the experience sharing, but also you actually build your own project. So it's a great support, as I see, for the people who want to bring the change to this world. Yes, it's called Regionations. You can find it on the Gen Learning platform.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. Also, I'm curious if there are some challenges for you or for Gen International you could share with us.
I find that there is a lot of inspiration going, so even though there are challenging parts, also I feel that the organization is consisting of very devoted individuals. Like everyone works with the purpose of Gen, so the problems get solved with this devotion. For me personally, I don't really find challenges in the work. I find myself very comfortable in Gen in general. Maybe more of a change of the community, because I'm coming from a very tight and close Ecovillage where people live together, to much more broad, different type of intentional community here in Finhorn, where it takes longer time to find your place and get connected. So it's more on a personal level, but at Gen Office itself really helps a lot.
Well, maybe it's interesting to talk about how diverse eco-villages are. Can you tell us about this previous eco-village you were living in before coming here to Finhorn?
It still feels like a home. It's called Surubin Permaculture Eco-Village on an island of Gotland, very remote island far in the sea, belonging to Sweden. And but the community was very international, so it would be people from all around the world, very different cultures and languages coming together. And also there's a focus on self-sufficiency and radical simplicity. I think I kind of resonate with this quite a lot. But I also have been traveling through around 30 different eco-villages and find them extremely different, and answering very different requests for people's personal transformations and society transformation as a whole.
Yeah, well, maybe it's an eco-village for everyone. How long?
It sounds like maybe there is like a village for me.
How long were you in this in Suderweer?
I lived there for the past 7 years, so coming here.
Wow. Okay, and let's maybe conclude with some tip that you would have for the audience if there is someone there listening to us and feels curious or like, how can I contribute to Gen? How can I get involved? Where could I start? What would you recommend them?
Wow, I feel like I need to turn now. Like it's like if you want to get involved in Gen Ecovillage in Ecovillage movement, but honestly, there is actually a great opportunity. There is finally opening live events, so we don't need to do everything online only. If you're based somewhere close to Europe, there will be a Gen European gathering in Denmark in beginning of July. So that's the moment when many people, in last times we had like up to 600 people coming from eco-villages and projects, sharing, creating together. It's a great space to connect to the community, it's a great space to find people who are like-minded for a common project. So that's a good part to start. And if you cannot come physically to the Gen gathering, there are amazing learning, online learning courses. The upcoming EDE course, the Regenerations course, where you can also meet community and develop your local projects.
Wow.
So it's a lot of chances to get involved. It's a great time.
Thanks for this advice and also for being here today with us in the Gen International Staff interview series.
In extended office.
Just right next to the office here in Finhar in Scotland. And yeah, it was a pleasure, and thank you all for watching. Let's stay tuned if you want to get to know more about who is behind Gen International.
Thank you.